In this video, we will show a simple demonstration of using lists, in particular, how to create a list, adding, removing elements, accessing elements, and iterating through the list. So before we start, make sure you include the system.collections.generic namespace, because this namespace in C# is the one that contains classes for working with collections of items like lists, dictionaries, queues, and stacks. So in this particular video, we are going to be needing it for the lists. So let's go ahead and create our list. So we will use a class list, and here we specify the data type. In our case, I just want a list of numbers, and that's going to be the name of my list, which is pretty much numbers. And I'm going to create an instance of our list that is also an integer and calling the default constructor of the list. Next, we want to add elements to the list. Now, what we do is basically use the name of our list and use the add method. And here you can just add the values that you'd like your list to contain. So I just want 5 numbers in my list. So number 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next, we want to show how you can access elements by the index. So let's say we want to access number 3. So this element. So console.writeLine element at index. So that's going to be sitting at index 2, 0, 1, 2. At index 2. We concatenate using the number. I did something wrong. Sorry. Accessing elements. I did something really wrong. Should be here. Okay. So you use the list name and then the square brackets and specify the index of where the element is sitting. And let's run the program. We should be getting the value 3. Oh, I've got a problem there. So, yeah, it's just not feeling happy. All right, so that's going to be the value 3. Next, we want to show how to iterate through the list so we can print out all the values in our list. Let's print out a message first so that we know what's going on. All elements in the list, and let's get rid of that. Okay, let's use the for each loop for each number. Now that's the variable that's going to hold each number. Make sure that the variable is going to have the same data type as the elements that are in your list. In this case, it's an integer. Now for each number in our numbers list, we basically want to console.writeLine that one. So basically just print out that number. And this could be any name you can give, but make sure it's kind of relevant to the conversation or basically to the program. Now let's run it. So we basically get each one on a new line, each element on a new line because we've used the writeLine method. Let's show we can remove an element by its value. So I want to remove number 3. So basically what we do is we'll say numbers.remove and just put in the value that you want to get rid of. We won't be able to see it because we haven't printed out the list after. So I'll have another comment here saying iterate through the list again to confirm element removal. So let's copy this print out code or that for each loop again. I know it's code duplication, but for demonstration purposes, in reality, you want to put that in a method and just keep calling that. So we indeed got rid of that value 3. But what if we want to remove an element by its index? So let's just say I want to get rid of index 3, which is 0, 1, 2, 3. Should be getting rid of number 5. So let's do that. So numbers.remove. Now you would use remove at. That's going to get rid of the value that's sitting at that index. So remember, this is going to be number 5. So let's run it. And I should be getting 1, 2, 4. Yeah, so indeed we got 1, 2, 4. So all elements in the list, 1, 2, 4. So that's pretty much showing in like this. The reason why we're not getting number 3, like not showing us, is because we only printed out the list right after we actually removed number 3. So here, number 3 has been removed, and then that's going to give us 5 sitting at index 3. So I hope that made sense. So I'm just going to put it in here as a comment to what happened. So this got deleted. And so what happened is, let's get rid of it. So this is going to hold index 0. This is going to hold index 1. This is going to hold index 2. And this is going to be sitting at index 3. So after this line, that also got deleted. So that's how we end up with 1, 2, 4. I hope this video was useful and helped you sort of get a quick understanding of how lists work in C#, and I'll see you in the next video.